I am thrilled to introduce 2011 Lambda Literary Fellow in Poetry, Charan Morris.
I just want to say it's been a really real pleasure to be here amongst such amazing writers and people before I start. So the first piece I'm going to do is a work in progress that was workshopped this week with my fellow poetry people. I wonder if Ashley even knew about Susan Smith. When she carved a B on the side of her face and said a black man did it because of the McCain bumper sticker on her car. Obama's impending presidency looming over America. All she thought sacred. Red, white, and blue, the children of America in the back seat, like Susan Smith's kids. Maybe she just couldn't stand it. Knew she needed the perfect fall guy for her plan to rescue America. Knew that black skin suctioning a pair of jigaboo eyes would do the job, has always done the job. Like the ones she saw jutting from Obama's face, undressing America's private parts during televised campaign speeches. I wonder if Ashley thought of Susan and the milkwoman who came before her, protecting their white Southern belle caricature of America, who marries white men come home from war. Not the greasy black skins they fucked on the splintering floor in the shack in the town in the shack. Not the greasy black skins they fucked on the splintering floor of a shack in the next town over. On the kitchen tables after their white men had gone to work. Or with their wedding rings on, doggy style. The black milkman spanking them the way their husbands couldn't, like my great-grandmother did. All animal-like, the way they imagined niggers fuck their Jezebels. Better the black body they groaned on hands and knees under than their precious Southern belle persona that hid nigger desire behind. Better the jungle bunny Obama, skin the color of dirty water and piss. His words like fingers under America's work dress, fondling her precious parts. Ashley could hear America sobbing, could see her pride open legs resisting, couldn't understand why the wiggers at Obama's campaign fundraisers couldn't see Barack sticking his words in America. But she saw it, that slimy grin across Obama's face, saw his soiled hands waving with America's hymen and juices running down his fingers. The way Susan imagined that black boogeyman getting in the driver's seat of her car. The way Susan imagined her children screaming in the back seat, but Ashley could see it. America's virginal ignorance being defiled, plucked of its tradition. She could see it clear as those big black eyes, socketed in dirty skin bulging from a ski mask. Ashley told the police that a black man accosted her at a late-night ATM, must have seen the Republican bumper sticker on her car, said he carved a B in her cheek's milky flesh, branded it with Obama's first initial. The way Obama is ravaging her red, white, and blue with his nigger words. I wonder if Ashley thought she could save America, the way white people used to think at lynchings, cutting off charred body parts of black skin burnt to a dead black. White ladies protecting their all-American Southern belle. Like Susan, she almost got away with it. Like Susan, she fooled white people for days. Like those Southern white belle women, cloaking their desire for black skin and rape accusations. Ashley lied for America, martyred herself a victim to protect America. So this next piece has an epigraph by Tim Hardaway, which is, you know I hate gay people, I let it be known, I don't like them, they shouldn't be in the world or in the United States. Middle of the day on 42nd Street platform, her hand lay on my shoulder. Next to elderly man with inebriated hands as weathered as my grandfather's. Didn't take long for the anger to travel to her fingers. Depositing at knuckles, she swung at us in a pendulum of fists. Girlfriend and I paralyzed in wooden platform seat. We try not to flinch because the fear excites him. Onlookers sneak apathetic peeks from the platform's edge like they swiped their humanity at the turnstile. Blood drawn to his eyes, ballooning from their age-sunken sockets, my breath caught in a web that spun in my chest. Maybe we reminded him that a woman once loved his wife just as good. He swung. And with one swing, 14-year-old Kenny did what my lover and I could not. Middle of the day, exiting community center doors early to evade Chi-Chi men's slurs, but they caught up, casting stone after stone, that flamboyant boy swiftly swaying hips, and he couldn't cake anymore. Picked up 2x4 adrift on sidewalk, our silence crusted on the tips of its rusty nails. He punched through the net of his perpetrator's skin, and skull blood splintering his trembling fingers before they could cast the word faggot again. But I had no wood of rusty nails to wedge a distance between the old man's fist and my lover's face, my anger not strong enough to retaliate against hands hardened like my grandfather's. Can't chemo the fear he canted in me. Sakia Gunn's fate fixed in my fear. A 15-year-old girl who got stuck up for her life on morning bus stop. This time the old man who preyed on her was 29 because she told him that her woman flesh had no need for deflowering. Unloading the words, "We are lesbians," she made it clear that her plumbing had no need for pipes, but he entered, unclogging chest cavity with pocket knife, and she lay draining, death blanketing her face like the black of a Newark 3 a.m. Her memory had already held my hands tight as I sat next to lover on 2-train platform. Sakia's girlfriend could not protect her, and the man with my grandfather's weathered hand still swung as if our love were the venom in his wounds, the same venom poured from Khalid's mouth after reading about Sakia in my 9th grade class. My ears writhing in shock as he recounts the memory of kicking some grown man's ass, his explanation, the faggot had his eyes on me. I stood in front of a room full of students trying to conceal how winded Khalid's anger had left me, felt like girlfriend and I were the brunt of his punches. How do I compete with Tim Hardaway's words in the eyes of young boys like Khalid, who I am scared to see grow into men? What does one say to a people who only see streaks of hellfire in the fields of my lover's skin where my fingers have grazed, as if we needed another reason to defend ourselves? There is no safe space for the way I want to love her, for the whisper that a woman's skin makes against my own, for how much I want to lay under her river rising, mouth open and gasping because she makes me want to drown. Kenny did what Sakia's girlfriend and I could only dream of doing. This time, he swung with every bit of anger we have all been forced to swallow. No warning, just rusty nails. For every time a fist or hate-wielding knife could not be halted, and in secret, we, who could not overpower our attackers, who have been ripped with holes there is not enough public apology to patch, we watched the nails come down and smiled. Because Sakia cannot be brought back. Because I cannot make Khalid understand, because Tim Hardaway is still allowed his ignorance without consequences. We smiled in secret because there are too many inebriated hands. Because we are still dying to be, because I still wonder how much damage that old man could have done, what hospital bed could have been holding the broken pieces of her and I.